I'm EVP and I'm here inside the Hub Culture studio. It's Davos 2020. Really pleased to be joined by Louise Pentland from PayPal. Thanks so much for coming along.
Thank you for having me.
I'm delighted that you want to talk about financial inclusion because it's one of the subjects that I care very deeply about. I want you to tell me from a PayPal perspective, why is it important and what are you doing?
So from PayPal's perspective, it's a fundamental core of our mission and vision is financial inclusion. Our goal as a company is to democratize financial services. In terms of financial inclusion, we want everybody to have access to the digital economy, but we also want our employees to feel that way too. And so we've in the last year really been focusing on financial inclusion, not just for our customers, but also for our employees.
So tell me about that. What does that look like?
Yes, so we did a survey of our employees, and while we pay competitive and sometimes above competitive rates for all of our salary employees and our hourly workers, we learned that it's, I think, a sort of subtext of capitalism. Some people just simply can't afford to live in parts of the world. And so we set about to understand that and then also to offer corrections to that. So we made a decision to give equity to every employee in the company. We looked at how benefits were attributed, and certainly in the US healthcare, where certain parts of our population we've sought to reduce their co-payments and their sort of premiums to close to zero.
And how's the reaction? What's the reaction been?
Very powerful. I think it really shows to our employees that our mission and vision is much more than just statements on a wall, that we are sort of really living what our values really sort of mean to us. And I think that is very powerful. It's also, I think, from the company's perspective, it's really about tying the company's success to the employee's success. And I think that's really important for employees to see that everything they do every day, they can reap the rewards from. And that's where the equity comes into play.
Tell me a little about this changing landscape of payments. It feels like it's one of the things that is changing so quickly. How do you view that? How do you deal with that rapid pace of change?
Yeah, I think PayPal by its DNA has been in sort of the forefront of the digital economy. So I think it's quite nascent for us. As a company, I think we've built a lot of tolerance for change. But certainly we like to be, if we can, be at the forefront of that change. And I think you have to stay humble, you have to stay aware of what's going on around you, and I think you have to stay relevant. And that comes in many different ways. It's understanding every market is different today, and yet we want to offer a digital economy to the globe. And I think understanding how it works in China, how it works in the US, how it works in Europe, they're all different. And being able to offer ubiquitous solutions for everybody is really very key.
So I'm interested, half the world, we've now reached the point where over half the world is on the internet, but that does mean that we've still got just under 50% who aren't. Digital skills is one of those really key things that a lot of people talk about, and I wonder if that's something that you think about and if there's any role you can play.
Yeah, we do think about digital skills a lot. I mean, obviously, in terms of companies focusing on this, it's an imperative, in my opinion, because there will be a skill shortage in this space if we don't invest in that now. And we invest in that both with existing employees, but also where, for example, we have programs for women in India who want to come back to work and reskill, who maybe have taken a career break. And so we look to offer different programs in different parts of the world that allow people back into the workforce and meet them where they are and help them train and develop from there.
Amazing. Louise, thanks so much for stopping by and having a conversation with me here in the Hub Culture studio in Davos, and I'm EVP.